Okay. So next we are almost at lunchtime. So until 12 o'clock we'll have Professor AbdelGadir. He is going to speak to us about the inspiration of women to Professor Mohammed Younis. You are currently the legal advisor to the Bank of Bahrain, I believe, and professor at the Law of American University of Bahrain. So we're going to get your slides up whenever you're ready.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. It is my great pleasure to be with you here, and I sincerely thank Professor Allam for giving me the opportunity to see you and to talk to you about an important issue nowadays. Pleasure to have such faces here this morning, including my younger son with you here. And I think I need to have a look at what I have written. If you can go, yeah. Okay. We have 17 steps for better world by the United Nations. And what is very important, one of them, number 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. This is now a United Nations rule, goal, and all people are working to activate this and to put it in practice. The other 17 are also related. However, there is a very specific one goal for empowerment of women. Now, when we speak about empowerment of women, we have a very, very good example for us as Muslims. Sayyida Khadija bint Khuwaylid, first wife of our great Prophet Muhammad. She was a woman who gave our Prophet peace and development. She gave him peace. We all know the story when Risala came to him first day. He straight ran to her. Zammiluni, zammiluni, dathiruni, dathiruni. Cover me up, please. And she gave him the peace. And she gave him the power. This is real empowerment from the women to the men. And this was the start of Risala. Development, we all know she was a very good businesswoman. One of the first businesswomen in Islamic history. And because Sayyidina Muhammad also, an honest person, a good person, so he started working with her because she's also having the same qualities. And this gave him the development in his life. He worked with her for a long time, and then after that, from work relationship, changed to marriage relationship. And I believe Sayyida Khadija, our mother, Sayyida Khadija, was a very, very good example. And we have Khadija here also. We have Khadija. My sister is Khadija also, just because of this. Okay? So, this indicates and shows that in Islam we have very good examples, and I think also before this. Yeah. Before this and after this, all of us, we have general example, just like Sayyidah Khadija, and also other examples in many countries, and we have special examples. For me, my mother gave me the real power. And this power is now in me all through my life. I learned from her many things that makes my future, my present life. She gave me the push, she gave me the confidence, the trust. So we have the general examples, special examples. Every one of us is having general example and special example. Now, when we talk about women empowerment, from my perspective, I am a lawyer, okay? Now, the new trend in company laws is to give empowerment for women. Earlier, in company laws, there is no clear reference at all to giving certain quotas, certain percentages in board of directors, in committees. This was never there. But now it is there. In new company business laws, this is available there, and this is a step forward to give the empowerment to women. Because if you give empowerment to women, you are giving empowerment to half of the community. You are giving empowerment to your half. Otherwise, your half will be sleeping, and the other one is very active, and this is not good. So the new company laws, they have the new company law. They have rules now for women empowerment. Also now in corporate governance rules, it is very clear that women empowerment, it is there according to the corporate governance rules, and also in board of directors of companies, certain percentage, 20%, 25%, whatever, it should be there according to the corporate governance rules of companies going on now. And these corporate governance rules support what is in the company law, and both of them, they work together for women empowerment. And this is now a clear step, a clear, good, active step. Why? Because it is already there in law. It is not just a goal of United Nations. It is not just a wish of people, NGOs or governments or whatever. It is by law, a step forward. We have to follow that. We have to follow suit. We have to do our laws in our regions so as to be in line with the international standards in this area. Okay, now I will give you a special story about Professor Younis Muhammad of Bangladesh, the Nobel Prize winner for economics. This Professor Muhammad, I know him. He left the university because he was believing that he must do some help for the needy communities in his country, Bangladesh, one of the developing poor countries, very high population. And the main thing, or the main idea, he noticed that women, they are working, but nobody is supporting them. Nobody is helping them. Whereas they are very dynamic. They are very active. So he started with the government there, asking them to establish a special bank or a special unit to help them. Nobody listened to him. He started a certain unit for giving finance. He started this from his own pocket. Just very, very little money. And he used to go to the villages and to speak to women and to give anyone $10, $5 to start work. And he said all of them, they benefited from this, and all of them, they gave me my money back before time is due. And from here comes the story of Grameen Bank. Grameen Bank, established by Professor Younis. It started like this. Now Grameen Bank is everywhere. In London, in Wall Street, in the Gulf countries. I have the honor of being one of the advisors on pro bono basis for this very big social activity. So he believes that if you give money to women, they will work hard, they are very honest, they give you your money back, and whatever benefit they have, this benefit goes to the family, goes back to the family. If you give the money to the man, and if he makes profit, he may look for another woman. He may look for another car. He may look for another luxury. Very clear. And he made a survey in this, a very clear survey. Whereas the women, when they have more profit, they go, they buy new little furniture. They go, they support education of the children. They go buy little land for farming. So the money circulates within this area, which is beneficial to the family before the women. Yes, she's part of the family, but she is always haunted by giving this back to the family. And this is very important point which should be taken by financiers. When they are financing, they have to take in consideration that women are very, very good party to work with. I have been working in banks almost 40 years. When you deal with big names, big companies, men, they take the money and they run away. Then you look for lawyers, you look for policemen to chase them and this to get your money back. But with women, this never happened. This never happened, and this is a credit for you. But it is a fact. Maybe it is in the nature of the woman, and on the other side, maybe it is also on their nature. He said it very clearly. Now, in Grameen Bank, most of the budget of the company is to finance women. Priority, preference is given to women. I have seen them in Bangladesh, in India. You go, you see the line in the morning, lot of women standing, a long queue. They are either bringing their installment back, or the other line is standing to take new installment. Very quietly, very actively. And this is how, if you develop, if you help such needy people, and they work like this, like bees inside the community, this will be the best development for the community, for the family. Family, the first unit, and then for the community, the bigger unit. Professor Younis, when he started helping the SMEs, small and medium enterprises. He used to help anybody, small and medium enterprises. Small and medium enterprises, there are so many definitions for this, but let us take it as something very small. Give them money, and then he developed that, and instead of giving the money to SMEs, he developed this concept to entrepreneurship, to give this to people who are entrepreneurs, not just need the money, but they have something new. They have new ideas to develop the community, to develop themselves. Very sharp, new ideas. Now our young generation, alhamdulillah, they have very good ideas of many things. And this is a very big step for Professor Younis to start from SMEs and to jump from SMEs to entrepreneurship, because it is helping the advancement of the world through this system. In general, as I have said, empowerment of women is very essential for the community. From my own experience and from the experience which I have been part of, it has been proved that empowering women is very effective, and it got very good returns. Therefore, in addition to the fact that it is a UN goal, it is part of the law now, we have also within the financial sector to help by giving them this empowerment. I have focused on the financial side, but it is not just financial side. We need the empowerment of women and everything. But I have focused on financial side because I have these real stories about this area. Thank you very much.